probably the best way for me to describe Sharon Moodley to you is she has a huge heart for people. She's just got a huge heart for people. She truly thrives and loves helping people. And for those of you who know Sharon, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She really is a wonderful human being. So she was retiring at around the age of 60 or so, and then she saw EXP. And she caught a vision for what might be at the age of 60. She's now 65. She's more excited than she's ever been. She's got a whole new vision and drive. And she'd been with me about 3 years. I showed her EXP, and then she joined. And she has capped 2 years running now, so she's a highly productive agent. But last year, something began to happen, Sharon. We get a dashboard to track our revenue share groups. And it's a bit of an occupational hazard. I look at that thing like 50 times a day, and I'm refreshing it all the time. And don't pretend you don't do that. And I started seeing, okay, someone's joined, and I check who their sponsor is. And I started seeing Sharon sponsoring more and more and more and more and more people. She went from virtually nothing to, I think, now if you don't know the model, this is a lot, about 29 agents frontline in about a year. That is extraordinary. And in fact, she sponsored so many people last year that she was the #1 agent attractor in the country, and she won the EXP Growth Champion Award at our award ceremony last year. So she now has a revenue share team of 67 agents, about to retire at 60. Now you got 67 agents on a team. It's incredible. What model in the world can do this? A couple of fun facts about Sharon, and Sharon, you can start making your way up. Oh wait, you're going to get a song of some sort. But hang on, I got a few fun facts for you for Sharon. She got a BCom at 49. As a working mother, oh, come
That's
on.
How you change the world. That's how you change the world.
Okay, thank you. 2 more fun facts. She is married to Gavin, wonderful gent. They got 3 sons. One is a specialist surgeon. One is the primary school teacher at a mission school in Zimbabwe, principal headmaster. Did I get that right? Fact check. I don't need you to fact check me. Okay, that's their thing. That's not our thing. So, and the third one is a knife maker. He makes the tools for the surgeon. And then, no, he doesn't. He's a knife maker, though. Sharon has done the mid-mile, and she's run the Comrades Marathon. So this is an incredible lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Moodley.
I want you all to stand.
Whoa. You must use the mic, Sharon.
Sorry.
Yeah, microphone.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'd like you all to stand, please. Wriggle those fingers. Wag those little bums. Now I want you to look at the person next to you, turn left, and give them a high five. Oh, come on, find somebody. High five. Okay. You may be seated. Why did I ask you to give a high five? All of you decided to come to Build Africa. You bought your ticket and you're present. And do you know you're not going to leave here the same way that you came in? Okay, now I've got to press something, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I've got to press something. Right. I'm really humbled to be standing here this morning. And I want to thank Stephen and the organizers because I'm just ordinary little me. And so I feel very humbled by this. And then I want to thank God. Without him, I would never be here where I am today. And then, most of all, my helpmeet. I've got to thank Gavin. Gavin's the one that tells me, you know what, you shouldn't have said that. Let's put up boards. Let's do this. Gavin. I would never be here without Gavin. And we've been married for 44 years. God is good. Okay. The theme of my talk, or whatever they call it today, is the journey of life unfolds through various phases, each offering unique lessons and opportunities. Today, focus on how momentum from these experiences fuels growth, enabling us to seize new opportunities. And when I think back on my life, and I think of it in lots of, there we go, momentum matters. Our growth fuels opportunity and impacts. And when I think of my life and I think of the journey through the decades, and I mean at 66, there's quite a few decades. Okay. And 1 to 10, I remember every sibling being born and the excitement. I grew up in a beautiful, loving, godly home, and that was great excitement. Then when I think of 10 to 20, I finished school. I got my first job. You remember the day you got that first salary, the excitement of it. And as we go along, 20 to 30, I got married and we had our first son, and life was so exciting. Then 30 to 40, oh my word, we had 2 more sons. And I was bursting with energy, and I decided to walk from Maritzburg to Durban 2 times. Not once, 2 times. Then I thought, well, if I can walk, I can run comrades. And then I did a comrades, and then that wasn't enough. I thought, well, mid-mile mile, people are coming from all over the world to swim this open water race. Surely I can do it. And so I swam mid-mile mile. The person that really needs a hand is Gavin. I don't know how he managed. I don't know how he did it. Okay. And then carrying on, then I thought, well, I've got to settle down, really. This is really too much. So I started studying, and I did diplomas, and then at 50, I graduated with my BCom degree. So there we go. 50 to 60, whoa, now our family is really growing again. I got 3 daughter-in-laws added to the family, 6 grandchildren, and I thought, I'm going to be a beautiful Oma. I'm going to sit on the stoop. I'm going to crochet. I'm going to just do things for these grandchildren. Well, then I've got to tell you a story in a story. Gavin started our business in 1990. I was in the bank, and in 1998, one day Gavin was brushing his teeth. And as he brushed his teeth and coughed, he slipped his disc. And he was out of business for 3 months. And when he went back, interest rates, the older ones will remember, interest rates went from 7.5 to 25.5%. People were coming to the bank, handing in their keys and saying, please, please, we can't go on with this. And Gavin said, I'm out of here. I'm not selling another house. It was dismal. Well, the business was just open, but we weren't operating. Then in 2016, I left the bank, and I decided, well, my plan B, let's sell houses. But I was just ticking over, just going along, until one morning, I got an email invitation from, lo and behold, who? Stephen Johnson. And man, I said, Gav, let's watch this. I've made an appointment. Let's watch this together. And Gavin said, okay. And he came along and he watched it with me. After listening to it, I said, Gav, this is it. This is it. And Gavin, being the analytical, being the wisdom, said, Sharon, you can't do that. What about this? What about that? And so for a whole week, we tussled. No, not for us. Yes, it is for us. No, not for us. And then Gavin said, I came up one morning with a bright idea. I said, Gav, give me four months. And if it doesn't work in 4 months, I will turn my back and never mention the word EXP again. Well, what do you think happened? Before I knew what was happening, Gavin was talking more about EXP than I was. And so this has really, really changed our life. And when I hear Chuck and Angela talk about being broke, we were broke. And EXP has changed my life, our lives, in so many different ways. And when I think of, the networking opportunity and collaboration and going from a small one-man band business to EXP meant opening doors that were never opened before. And when I think of global networking, I sold a house in Pietermaritzburg, the little Sleepy Hollow, to an American couple. I have sold a house to a lady that lives in Dubai, in Maritzburg. Cape Town, it's easy compared to Pietermaritzburg, selling to people not within Maritzburg. I've got a listing now. I'm looking for an agent in Ohio. Could I ever have done this just being a single one-man band business? No, but it's opened doors I never thought would open for me. And then financial freedom. The revenue share model turned my business into an income-generating asset. I couldn't do it alone if I hadn't joined EXP. Could never have happened. EXP's equity opportunities meant I wasn't just selling homes. I was building long-term wealth with building a team. And then I went from earning commission to commission. Like in the traditional brokerages, I started creating a legacy for my family. So life's changed. It's changed. It's become exciting. It's becoming, I love EXP. Okay. And EXP's Realty's cutting-edge global technology is unmatched. I could never afford this as a one-man band. Never. And it's changed my life. And then I love this, agent-centric. Nobody ever worried about me. I had to worry about myself. And they're so agent-centric, thinking of me and promoting me as an agent. I could never have done this as a one-man band. Even as a sole proprietor, having your own business, you could never have done it. And this agent-centric approach means that they are looking after my good. I'm nearly there. So you see, momentum matters. Our growth fuels opportunity and impacts. And I could never have done this. I could never have done this if I did not have winning habits. We all need that. And the first thing is to start with gratitude. You know, those days when you'd come home and everything seems to be overwhelming you. Sit down and just say, what am I thankful for today? I'm thankful for good health. I'm thankful for an opportunity like this. I'm thankful for so much. And when you think of what you're thankful for, everything that overwhelms you starts becoming just that small. Secondly, plan ahead and do it now. If there's anything that I promote, it's doing it now. Focus. Ignore distraction. No procrastination. Innovate. Things get a bit boring. Oh, perhaps I must walk forward instead of walking sideways. Innovate. Do something differently. Stay on course. And when you've got there, pat yourself on the back and celebrate it. You've done it. You've done it. And the other thing is to prioritize health. And when I say prioritize health, I learned this year what prioritizing health was. On the 1st of January, Gavin landed in hospital. And I mean, the 1st of January is a day to party, a day to celebrate. You've reached the 1st of January. Gavin landed in hospital, BP sky high. We didn't know what was happening. And I took a step back. And then you saw how important. You can go and buy a new car today. You can go and buy a new house today. You can buy new clothes today. But can you buy health? And I learned that even when I did comrades, every morning, getting up and just training. Because when you prioritize health, you are fueling your soul and your mind. Right, then, discipline beats motivation. Discipline. When I was studying, let me tell you, this was crazy. I would get up at 3 o'clock. I would study from 3 to 5 o'clock. I would do exercise from 5 to Hoppers 5. I'd then do lunches from Hoppers 5 to 6. Get the kids up at 6. Guys, let's go. 6:45, off to school. Riding in the car. Timetables, mom timetables. 2 times 2, 4 times 4. And that was our routine. But if it wasn't that I was disciplined about it, I would never have reached my goal. So I would say, guys, discipline beats motivation. Any day. Okay. Right. Then your last point, nurturing relationships. Surround yourself with people that they worry about you. They care about you. They are concerned that you get on. Because when you do that, I would never have got to the start of Comrades if it wasn't for Gavin taking me there at 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I finished, I couldn't even walk another step. There Gavin was, picking me up again. And so I want to say that I'm very, very, very blessed to have Gavin and my family surrounding me, friends that love me, and I am blessed. Right, conclusion. When I made EXP my reality, life changed. And I just want to add this. Sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Angela. Can I just read this in Afrikaans? Because this is what life is all about. Die geleentheid van 'n leeftyd moet benut word binne die leeftyd van die geleentheid. Take the opportunity when the opportunity is there. Grasp it with both your hands, because that moment won't come back again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.